Hi everyone, this is Nathan Chu again from One Life Only Counseling Services. And for those of you who are new here, my website is onelifeonly.net. Please do visit my website if you want to know more about what I do and what I can do to assist you in this problem we call life. All right, or this challenge we call life. All right. So today, I'll take on a more serious tone because we're tackling a hard but very real question. Now, I'm going to take it from the perspective of the one who has participated in an affair or a case of infidelity. So, what do you do if you've cheated on your partner? Okay, so this isn't about condoning the behavior. Infidelity hurts, but I want to share how IBCT or Integrative Behavioral Couples Therapy guides us in facing the aftermath. Honestly, constructively, and compassionately. All right. So in IBCT, the first step is acceptance of what has happened or acceptance of reality. All right. Psychology at its core can be very simple. Life is hard, and relationships are one of its greatest challenges. Being in a long term relationship means you will face struggles, and infidelity may be one of them. The role of psychology isn't to erase pain or make life easy, it's to help us respond in ways that don't add more suffering. In ACBS, or the Association for Contextual Behavioral Science, the international community I belong to, our shared goal is to alleviate suffering and influence behavior toward prosperity. Not prosperity in the financial sense, and not by removing life's difficulties, but by helping people navigate them in the most meaningful and productive way possible. So sorry for that bit of a long segue, but I just wanted to just sneak that into this podcast or video. In short, psychology is about helping us live the life we want, even with the difficulties that life inevitably brings us. All right. So, as I said, one of them, what the first step is to accept the reality. So, this starts with acknowledgement. You cannot undo what has had just happened. Pretending it wasn't serious or making excuses will only deepen the wound of the injured partner. I see this all the time. Okay. So, you try to say, oh, it's over, tapos na yan, dapat let's move on. Wag na natin pag-usapan, paulit-ulit naman, ilang beses na yan. Those are the ways people who have committed infidelity try to dismiss the problem. And unfortunately, it tends to backfire. If you cheated, acknowledge it to yourself fully. Yes, it happened. Yes, it hurt your partner. And yes, trust has been broken. That honesty is the starting point. Without it, there's no ground for repair. So without honesty, you'll get stuck. You won't go anywhere. Okay? So one of the principles of IBCT is empathic joining. This means sharing and hearing painful feelings in ways that bring partners closer, not push them further apart. Your role if you've cheated: take responsibility without defensiveness. Share what was happening inside you, not to justify, but to be understood. Example, instead of saying I cheated because you ignored me, try I realized I look inside outside the relationship when I was struggling with loneliness. That was my mistake, not yours. Okay? This opens the door for honest dialogue instead of blame games. Now, it's not going to be smooth sailing, even if you say the right words or the words that really you think would be effective for both of you. Okay? Uh, we take a long time. If you've seen the video I did about cell phones and us, the difference between us and the cell phone, uh, you'll realize that in the course of your recovery from infidelity, it's going to take time. It's not going to be instant. All right. So IBCT also teaches us what we call tolerance building. What does that mean? I mean, recognizing both partners bring vulnerabilities to the table. The betrayed partner has to tolerate uncertainty and fear of betrayal happening again. So I remember one of the consultations I was privileged to have with uh, Dr. Hank Robb, who's in Portland, Oregon. He gave me a bit of a thought experiment to use with couples who are going through a recovery stage after an affair. And as long as the injured partner stays in the relationship, he or she or they is taking a risk being in the relationship or not going forward with the separation process. So, pagka nandun ka, if you're doing that, you're already making a choice to stay in the relationship. So, unfortunately, when we talk about the risk, it involves feelings. Kasi kung walang feelings, hindi siya risk, di ba? So those feelings are feelings of uncertainty or doubts or fears. Okay? So the betrayed partner has to realize that there will be these feelings that come with the ride towards recovery. The unfaithful partner has to tolerate shame and guilt without collapsing or avoiding. So, on the side of the unfaithful partner or the participating partner, uh, well, you have to tolerate that you will feel a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, and do your best not to collapse. Or sometimes, I mean, a lot of times I see this in the counseling room. The participating partner starts to fight back, or starts to go berserk, or starts to break down emotionally, or run away, or become very aggressive. Okay. So that's what I mean when I say collapsing or avoiding. This tolerance creates space for growth. You're learning to live with the pain while working toward healing. Okay, so there will be pain. It's not going to be easy, but you're moving in the right direction. So, what can you do if you cheated? In summary, here are the three IBCT based steps: radical transparency, be willing to answer questions honestly. Secrecy is what broke trust. Openness is what rebuilds it. Okay. So a lot of times I see it in the counseling room that the participating partners tends to give piecemeal revelations about the affair. And this really just extends the process. You're kind of kicking the can down the road, no? Parang hindi nyo na-address mismo yung problema, that trust is broken. Kasi kung you dilly-dally, nag-change topic ka or meron kang tinatago and then later on ma-find out na double whammy lang kayo, nadadagdagan ng problema. Okay? So commit to consistent change. Let actions, not promises, show your partner you want repair. So do it. Diba? Just do it. Now, you have to be consistent as much as you can. Of course, there will be times when Your partner will have unreasonable demands that, like, you're busy at work and your partner wants you to just pick up every time she calls or he calls or they call. Well, uh, that's part of the deal, but as much as you can, let your actions speak. And then seek guided conversation. IBCT sessions with a therapist help both partners express emotions, see patterns, and find new ways to connect. So in IBCT, your therapist will be able to guide you in the process of communicating through this process. Okay, so that you will see the patterns. I do that a lot in my work, uh, seeing the patterns that the couples are stuck in, so that they can find a way to get out of that pattern and start doing uh, it in a way that assures the injured partner that this will never happen again, and also assures the participating partner that this will not last forever. Okay, yun ang mga goals naman usually ng mga couples that are going through infidelity. So healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means creating a new chapter together with deeper honesty. If you've cheated, it's not the end by default. IBCT teaches us that relationships can grow stronger when couples learn to accept, tolerate, and transform painful realities into opportunities for closeness. And I think there were some studies done about couples who've gone through the process of recovery, and I think generally the results show that those have successfully gone through the process of recovery are actually more successful, or it became an opportunity for them to create a better relationship, a more open, honest, and connected relationship. So I'm Nathan Chua, and this is One Life Only Counseling Services. If this video spoke to you, please share it. And remember, even in betrayal, there's a path forward if both partners are willing to walk this relationship together. Okay? So you take care, and I hope you enjoyed watching or listening to this vlog or podcast. Thank you again, and see you till the next video. Bye.